After gathering our team of gorgeous strangers and absolutely shredding the core parts of their identities, they've been battle-tested and have surmounted tremendous evil. It's time to continue our series of random events and see just how long it takes for me to rage quit this run. Before we get started here, I just wanted to thank everybody for the awesome reception on our first video. We never could have predicted the amount of love we were going to get on that, and already hitting our first 1,000 subscribers. So absolutely, thank you so much. Also, for all of you asking questions about how I recruited Karlach earlier, it is a mod, and you can look in the description of the last video or this video and see the mod list that I have. Our first order of business is something Lae'zel said she had to do before we actually hit the road.
By Mordai's eyes, another one come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
She's not a monster, she's just really bad with social skills. Lae'zel, let me handle this one.
You dare interrupt? Has the tadpole ravaged your senses?
A classic Charlie line.
What did I tell you about how we talk to our friends?
Chucky. Fine.
I was able to prove to Lae'zel that through asking nicely, you're able to get exactly the answers you want. No torture needed.
The map. Show me.
Lae'zel, say please. Now it was time to head to where all this trouble was stirring from, the goblin encampment.
Get over there! Surround him like!
Oh my gosh, hello cutie!
Wait, a drow? In the sun? This one's got a touch of the absolute about her.
Why do people keep making assumptions about me?
Apologies, your lordship.
Hold
Hard
on.
making you out from a distance. Come and go as you like.
Sweet, alright. Like the honored guest I am, I decided to help myself to any junk they had in their basement. Wait, what the hell? Let me see something. What the hell? After that sick dance break from Lae'zel, I noticed a group of goblins sounded like they were torturing something and thought I should check it out.
What have we got here?
Hot strangers.
Oh, stop this thing! What do you want? Oh, what do you need?
I would like the adorable one you have strapped to the wheel.
You want to take that little pipsqueak? But we're supposed to take him hostage! You know that, don't you?
Give him to me or I pop your head off.
All right then. Bag of Camara. Well, get on with it.
Are we doing sweeping generalizations again?
I'm a deep gnome, you're a drow. You helped me, now you plan to enslave me.
You're not a slave, you're my little friend. Now get in this ball. Next up, I wanted to make a stop at the Necromancer's Den to pick up a... Wait. What the hell? Why does it sound like the box is breaking over and over? Okay, that was weird. Anyway, we made short work of the guards here at the Necromancer's Den. Crazy seeing Shark do action surges like that. So unusual. What the hell are you... Is she flossing? Lae'zel, this is 2 dance breaks in one day. You're gonna tucker yourself out. Now for the actual reason I'm here. Lae'zel, you have high dex.
Small hood.
What? Come on. I can't fucking... Small hurdle my ass. At last, the sacred book of Vor.
You can sense something dark about this tome. Something profane.
Mortal, I require chicken nuggets.
A cursed book. How obvious. Whoever opens it deserves the fate that befalls them.
No, I'm not cursed.
Curious. Why don't you take a closer look? I'll observe from back here.
Don't listen to them. Now put me in your ass.
Alright, that sounds good. Possibly sensing the dark magic hidden within my nethers, we are stopped by an overly verbose Englishman.
Come.
Oh, come on. Did you really have to take us off our path? I'm so busy. And since I've seen this shit like 100 times, I just skipped through this dialogue.
Are you not entertained?
No!
Wah, wah.
Come now. Why play hard to get? Such a tease.
Some men just really can't take a hint.
Bloody hells. Literally. Just when I think...
Proper name.
Wait, what were we talking about?
This devil Raphael flaunts his paltry wings as if he wants to impress us. Next to a dragon, the devil's a gnat.
That's right, Lae'zel, dragons are bigger than gnats. Unfortunately, because of team randomization, we weren't able to bring Karlach into this fight with the paladins, but it does give me an opportunity to take a different path in this time.
Pick a fight. The consequences are hardly surprising.
Annoyingly, this combat starts with everybody involved, even though we only sneaked up on this one person. And sadly, since only Will gets to go first and this bard doesn't do a lot of damage, the door is opened and Lae'zel has to pick up the slack. I love monks. Our brand new fighter Shart was not having as much luck as Lae'zel in the damage department. The most annoying member of this fight is the paladin himself, Anders, which luckily he decided to absolutely waste his turn casting Shield of Faith. And since we're fighting with unfamiliar tools here, I decided to be a little bit on the defense. It's always awesome to get extra hits in with opportunity attacks, and icing on the cake when they miss their attack. Lae'zel continued to be the star of the show for this fight, as I feel monks are a lot of the time. They just output a lot of damage, unlike Shard is right now. Something else that's really important to keep when you're on randomizing runs is those spell scrolls. That sleep scroll was the difference between a lot of damage being done on Anders' turn and us killing him before he even gets to act one more time. With only one enemy left, it was time to focus our attack, soldiers. This next bit is a little embarrassing because I did not realize Blade Ward was only for yourself, so that was a waste of a turn. But when it's 1 against 4, it only takes a couple of turns to finish this fight. Now let me get into something that I've gotten a lot of comments about on the first video, which is randomizing the companion's dialogue choices. While I may be doing that later on with some more important decisions, what I want to do in this first act is get as high approval as I can with all of the companions, so that when it comes time for that first scene at the Druid Grove, we can randomize that decision. So I won't be boring you with all of the character dialogue, except if we have some funny situations like this.
Spare me a moment, if you please. I've something important to discuss with you. We've been traveling together for a while now, and it's just about time that I shared something with you.
We've known each other for like 3 days, bro, but sure, lay it on me.
You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
Syphilis? Gonorrhea? E. coli from the Chipotle we had yesterday?
No.
Gale said something about being addicted to rare earth minerals, so I gave him a pocket watch with a lithium battery to chew on.
Thank you.
Oh. Jesus, bro, chill.
Gale slurped that thing up like a horse with a carrot.
Gale already got Rizzard, now he the throat goat too. And with that, it was time for a rest and to get a new set of companions for the next day.
You don't sleep well, flitting between dreams and nightmares. Maybe you wake up because you know something is wrong. Or maybe you just get lucky.
Ah, dude, what the fuck? Get off me, you pasty fuck.
Shit. No, it's not what it looks like.
Wait a second. The eyes, the teeth, the goofy-ass run. This guy thinks he's a fucking vampire.
I feed on animals. Bulls. Deer. Kobolds. Whatever I can get.
Anything for character approval, I guess.
My mind is finally clear. I feel strong. I feel happy.
Whatever you're into, man. Alright, back to business. A new day means a new team from the wheel, which lands us with Karlach, our paladin, Gale, our rogue, and Lae'zel, our monk. Damn, I feel like shit. What the hell happened? Oh, right, I let the pasty man bite me. And before we head out for the day, Karlach needs a little level up. We are hitting Paladin level 3, which means she gets 2 subclass features. Nature's Wrath, which is kind of like an Ensnaring Strike, and Turn the Faithless, which is like Turn Undead, but for Fae and Fiends. Then it was time for a switch up of the spells, giving us this list of Bless, Cure Wounds, Protection from Evil and Good, Heroism, Divine Favor, and Command, which is honestly a pretty rad list. I did a little bit of kitting out for Karlach as she had not gotten proper new equipment yet. She ended up with the Gloves of Power, the Sword of Justice over her plain old great axe, a set of medium armor, and the Haste Helm.
So, hey, we've got this soul coin, right? Thing is, I think I can use it. Zariel used to top me up every now and again when she wanted me to go after an especially wicked target. Next time we find ourselves toe-to-toe with something we want to squash, drop a coin in. See what happens.
Whatever you want, Mama.
Fuck yes. Now I just need something to sink my teeth into.
Speaking of, we were able to get some Infernal Iron and have Damon do the first upgrade to Karlach's heart.
Damon's upgrade didn't cool me down, but it did juice me up. I don't think I've ever felt more powerful.
I pray to the great wheel it lets me have you.
That's what I like to hear. Now, let's trot. Standing still is making my skin itch.
As requested, here is a harpy fight for you, Karlach. Now remember what I said earlier about keeping spell scrolls. That's right, monks can't cast Shatter without them. With that and an impressive shot from Rogue Gale, we're off to a great start. The toughest part about this fight is our initiative rolls. All the harpies are in a chunk in the middle and go one right after the other. It does also mean that we all go right after each other, but it can be hard to vary who is taking damage and moving strategically when you don't get to go in between any of your enemies. Which means you have to balance healing your team and doing as much damage as possible to eliminate threats from the field. Something that helps during a situation like this is adding summons into initiative. Even if they don't do a lot of damage, they can end up taking hits for your party that might have been life or death. Run, kid, run! Get out of here! Go! The longer this fight went on, the more unlucky it became. There was a lot of really good hits, and a lot of terrible misses. And even though we had already killed one harpy and had two of them under half health, I had failed to do enough healing for my team, and multiple of us were under the Siren Song once again. Lucky for us, something that the harpies kept doing was triggering opportunity attacks, allowing us to do more damage on their turn. And lucky for us, we got out of the luring song. Karlach kills a harpy and then gets off the healing Radiance, which is not only able to heal us now, but heal us at the beginning of each of her turns. And though we let Gale fall, he did not die, and the tides were quickly turning in our favor. And the last hit from this harpy didn't even matter, because healing Radiance, baby. Now where did that little boy run off to?
Are they gone?
After significantly injuring all of us, yes.
I need to get back. Mole will be so mad. Wait, you should meet Mole. She'll be grateful you helped me.
That scamp reminds me of myself when I was a nipper.
I'm not sure you can say that word. Well, might as well go see what this mole is up to.
Well, look who's come to visit. Myrkul says you got him out of a tight spot with some harpies. You saved Arabella from the druids. Don't know what those bastards would have done.
Have you heard of a place called Venezuela? A lot of combat in Act 1 is just for experience and not really the thrill of combat and feats of strategy you can experience later. But this I love to do every single time. If you climb up to the roof of this building in the Blighted Village, you can hide your rogue and sneak attack the orcs every turn until they die. They never figure out where you are, and it's hilarious. And lucky for us this time, it triggers a level up. First up, we have Mordra Artav. She gets a random cantrip, which is Produce Flame, boom, a shuffling of the spells, which gets her Warding Bond, Protection from Poison, Lesser Restoration, Guiding Bolt, Cure Wounds, Bane, and Silence. Can't complain when I have Guiding Bolt and at least one healing spell. Then she gets her first feat, which ends up being Magic Initiate Bard, which is an interesting result. Perhaps access to some spells we don't have in the cleric list. True Strike and Vicious Mockery, interesting. And the spell we get is Longstrider, wonderful. Then we have Gale. Gale gets access to one spell, which is Color Spray. Then I switched out Disguise Self for the random selection of Thunderwave, which is pretty awesome. And finally, his first feat, which ends up being Weapon Master. Gave him a bump in his dex, and then painstakingly counted how many weapon proficiencies he did not have, which was 12. So I rolled 4d12 and ended up giving him Flails, Heavy Crossbow, Maul, and Warhammer. Then we had Lae'zel, which, lucky for me, only had to choose a feat, which ended up being Mobile, which gives this monk even more movement than she already had, which is nuts. Last but not least, Karlach. She gets a shuffling of the spells, which leaves us with Thunderous Smite, Heroism, Searing Smite, Bless, Cure Wounds, Wrathful Smite, and Shield of Faith. One of the best lists we've seen, I think. Then a feat. This time, Spell Sniper, which gives our Paladin Eldritch Blast. Who would have thunk? That leaves us here in a pile of ogres to bid you farewell until next time. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and again, thank you all so much for the support at the start of our channel here. Anyway, bye!